because of the pit stops that were just made. The 24 car of Jeff Gordon is a lap down, back in 21st position. Bill, what was the problem?
Well, they told me it was a vibration, Bob, and now you can see why. Ray, this is the right rear tire off the 24 car. You can explain this a lot better than I can, but they have just used this all up right down to the cords. He was really hanging on, wasn't he?
He really was. When a car gets loose like that, and sometimes if it overheats that right rear, you can start to blister that tire, and that comes from temperature. And Jeff Gordon is really good when he tells you there's a vibration. You need to pit and get the tires off that thing.
And Rusty Wallace's crew has checked all 4 tires. They still have not been able to determine what the problem was, but Rusty felt something that just did not feel right. Thought he had a tire going down. So to be safe, he came on pit road, but the crew's still looking over the set of tires that they took off of the car.
Rusty Wallace is in the 22nd position, and Dale Jarrett running back in 24th, but he is 2 laps down, and he's really off the pace, isn't he?
Something is really amiss on the 88 car right now. All the cars are going by. I don't know if it's a flat tire, a lost engine cylinder in the engine, or what, but he is really slow right now in the 88.
It has not been a good day for the defending NASCAR Winston Cup champion, Dale Jarrett.
With Jeff Gordon and Rusty Wallace both making unscheduled pit stops, now only 8 cars on the lead lap.
The 55 car of Kenny Wallace has gone behind the wall, and there it blows.
There she goes.
Could this bring out a caution?
I don't know.
Caution. No caution.
Pete Simmons is telling his driver Sterling Marlin no caution.
Jarrett got it quickly down to the apron of the racetrack. And any fluid that is coming from the car, if there is, and we don't know that, it would be on the apron and out of the racing groove.
It was a strange deal. It didn't look like the engine let go in that car. I don't know what might have happened. Here we see Earnhardt closing in right on the back of Skinner. Just a few laps ago, he was very, very unhappy.
And we have a car that got sideways coming down off of corner number 4, Todd Bodine, and it brings out the caution. Bodine goes down pit road.
And as you can see, he's speeding. There is no speed limit under those conditions. He made contact with the wall. Did he pancake the last in that car?
There is smoke coming from the car, it looked like. Here's Labonte crossing the line. Now can they go the distance, Ray?
Yes. Yes, they can.
262 out of 325 laps are completed.
That's a tough break for Jeff Gordon and Rusty Wallace.
Yep. They are going to be a lap down. Here is Bodine.
We can see the black mark. So this happened up in the middle of the corner, and the car slid down to the inside. I think he's pancaked. Yes, he has. Hit the wall, slapped the wall with the right side. Tough break. Another car on the lead lap.
It's going to reduce it to 7 on the lead lap. So the caution is out once again. Field packing up behind the pace car, and if all goes well, this should be the final round of pit stops.
And you wonder why should there be a caution flag? Because he hit the wall. He's knocked debris down on the racetrack. We see the safety truck up there. They need to make sure that the track is clean because these other guys. Here all the cars are coming down pit road. John Kernan.
Dale Earnhardt's crew waiting for him. They can go 64 laps on a tank of fuel. That should get them 1 lap beyond the end of this race, so they should be able to make it the rest of the way, but it could be very close. They also want to look at that left front fender again just to make sure that it is not pushed in on the tires. Bill Weber.
Bobby Labonte is here. They're going to make an air pressure adjustment, down a ½ pound on the right front, add a ½ pound to the right rear. Earnhardt has left his stall. Jimmy Makar asked Bobby if he wanted anything else done to the car. He said, nothing I can think of, so it's 4 tires and fuel. The Jerry punch.
Mike Skinner, half a round of bite out of the right rear, left rear. Skinner down and away. He was a little bit tight coming off the corner. Earnhardt beats Skinner out, and does Bobby Labonte.
Yeah, that 2nd and 3rd position is going to change now because Earnhardt beat Skinner out of the pit area. Here comes Mark Martin now. Just 8 cars on the lead lap. Those were the ones that made the pit stop. So under the caution, we'll take another break and be back after these messages and a word from our ABC stations.
Well, those guys, Rusty and Jeff, got a tough break, didn't they?
They sure did, but I'll tell you what, I'd like to see what those other tires look like. That might have been maybe a little bit what caused Todd's deal.
91 car.
Kind of strange. They did put some speedy dry down though, so somebody dropped something. Maybe Dale Jarrett did drop something.
Wasn't that a strange looking deal on Jarrett's car?
Looked like an oil line or something.
Yeah.
The smoke came out the right front wheel.
Yeah, I know. He had.
That looks all right.
Fuel cans. Catch can.
Come back. That's quite a scene to come back to.
Yeah.
Whose is it?
60. Not been a good pit road so far this year.
Nope, it sure hasn't.
It is, yeah, look at that, isn't it? The 4 car's on fire, the back of it. Look at that.
Catch can. On the fire truck, Bobby.
He pulls right up behind the ambulance.
Okay, Bobby, go. Oh, gee whiz.
Thank you.
I've never seen them like that.
Well, Bill, forget it. I'm not going to read it anyway. Welcome back to Atlanta Motor Speedway. I'm Bob Jenkins along with Benny Parsons, Ray Evernham, Jerry Punch, John Kernan, and Bill Weber. And we are nearing the closing laps of this race. 265 out of 325 completed. And moments ago, more problems on pit road.
Big fire. We see all the cars that are lapped down making a pit stop at the very top. See the smoke going up? I think that was the 60 car, the Power Team Chevrolet's gas can. And Bobby Hamilton leaves to the fire and leaves so quickly. Believe it or not, he leaves with a catch can in his car. Look, watch as he drives to that fire with the catch can intact as the safety crews quickly go to extinguish the fire. They're still changing. Watch those guys still change the left sides.
And Bobby Hamilton's catch can was still on fire as he came around the racetrack. They put the fire out quickly there. And here he is with the can blazing, coming off of corner number 4 and pulling up right behind the ambulance and making sure that he stops in front of somebody who has a fire extinguisher.
His crew quickly takes the fire extinguisher out, and the fireman goes out to check everything out, and he says, "Look, get out of my way, I gotta go."
Dale Jarrett is out of the race, John.
And Dale has already changed clothes. The crew looking over the car. What happened, Dale?
I don't know. We had a Monday on Sunday. It was one of those bad days. Just nothing went right, and something finally happened in the engine department. But just started off bad and got worse.
I guess it's the odds catching up with you. Last DNF was last year in the Daytona 500.
Things are going to happen, and you know, these guys have done a fantastic job, always do, and unfortunately things are going to happen some days. You know, I got into somebody on pit road. He cut straight across in front of me. I couldn't miss him, and then things got worse from there. But these things just do happen.
Well, the day is now over for Dale Jarrett as he gets ready to exit the track.
And it ends his streak of running at the end of the last 36 NASCAR Winston Cup races, but he is out of competition here this afternoon.